Hello again, ENC students. This is your professor, Michael Bloomingberg, and the purpose of this video is to show you just a few things on Blackboard very quickly. Then I'm going to walk you through the week 1 assignments just so you completely understand what you need to do. Once you log on to Blackboard and click on our class, this is the view that you will always get. It's the announcements. And I always like to have you enter at that point just so you can get the latest information in the class. But I just want to show you a few different things, and to begin with I'm going to go to the Start Here tab. That's always a good place to get started in the class. And from there you'll see it pulls up the Help Resources folder, and the information's all divided into folders. That's just to try to help keep things as organized as possible. Okay, so from the Help Here you'll see that you can find information like how to get your course code and Wes Moore's The Work. You can find Blackboard help, My Writing Lab help, and ENC format help. The biggest thing, especially if you're a student that's not a Somerset Community College student, if you attend a different KCTCS school, you might want to click that course material book help, because what you'll find there as it loads in is it'll give you a picture so that you see what Wes Moore's The Work looks like. But down here at the very last link will give you the contact info for the Somerset bookstore so that you can call or go online to secure your copy of the My Writing Lab code. Now that code comes with the ebook comes with the code. So you really only need to purchase the code and Wes Moore's The Work. Those are the two things you need to purchase specifically for this class. Also, I'm going to go back over here to the main tabs. If you haven't done so yet, of course, check out the Syllabus tab. Because what you're going to find there is I've uploaded, it's the exact same syllabus as a Word document PDF file. I always try to upload things in that manner in case you have problems with one file or the other. You have the backup there. There's a welcome to ENC video. These were just freshly made, so this is video where you'll get to see me and I welcome you into the class. And there's also a syllabus video that I've just recently added, so I think you'll find that helpful as you're reviewing the syllabus. Also, over here in the main tab, there's a link for My Writing Lab. You might want to check that out, especially as you're getting registered for the My Writing Lab. Now, if you have the code, you'll go ahead and enter your code during the registration part. But if you've not purchased your code yet, you can still register My Writing Lab. You'll just have to do so using what's called temporary access, which gives you a few days to work before that expires. And at that point, once it expires after a few days, you'll actually have to put in your code at that point. There's also a link down here at the very bottom called Email Mr. Bloomingberg, so that if you need to send me an email for any reason, any question you have, you can click it, which I'll do. And that brings up your subject line. You can type your message in the box. And this is just out of the view of the camera, but just to show you where my finger is, I'm right here. If you go on down, it's not in camera view, but you'll just click Submit, and that'll allow you to send the message. So I'll go back. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Weekly Assignments and kind of walk you through what you need to do this week. I think that's the next thing to do here. So click on Weekly Assignments. Now I've created a series of folders. They're not all open for you just yet, but the first one is, which is January 11th through the 17th. So each week when you, Monday for example, of each new week, you need to click on the Weekly Assignments tab, and then from there you'll have your weekly folder. So we'll click on the Week 1 folder. And once I do so, what you're going to see is that's going to bring up the listing of assignments that are due for this particular week. So we have the Week 1 coursework sheet, which is both as a Word and a PDF file. That's always the best place to start, and I'm going to just pull it up as a PDF file. And I'll have to readjust the camera just a little bit, so bear with me. It's going to get a little jumpy. But this really introduces you to what you need to be working on this week, and this is how to work with each week that goes by. So it says, please complete the following this week. Note the deadlines as listed. So you have the Syllabus Quiz, which is once you review the syllabus and the syllabus video, you can go ahead and do the quiz. Some of you have already completed it, and I appreciate your early jump on that. But you'll find, again, we'll show you where that is in just a moment. It's all in the weekly assignments tab, week 1 folder. There are 2 discussion board assignments this week. The first one's just a general class introduction so that we all get to know each other a little better. And the second one's about the syllabus. I just want you to be aware that each posting you make has to be at least 100 words. Now, the first posting you'll make is obviously your own introduction in this case, and your own response to the syllabus. But you also are required to check out what your classmates are saying and post a reply to your classmate or classmates. Now, it has to be 100 words. You can do it a couple of different ways. You can reply strictly to one classmate a full 100 words, or if you find that that becomes a little challenging to do, you can split your replies up, say 50 words for one classmate, 50 words for another. But I am a stickler and I want to make sure you get your word count in. The due dates for the syllabus quiz and the 2 discussion board assignments is 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Sunday, January 17th. So please note that. The other task is just making sure that you're getting started with My Writing Lab. And again, it's wonderful if you have your code. You definitely need to get it. But if you don't have your code right at this moment, you can go ahead and register using temporary access and begin work in the first module. Then when you get your code, you'll just put your code in, and that'll keep everything progressing just the way it needs to be. But the point is, this week you need to get registered and log in, and you need to begin on basic grammar, and I'll show you that in just a moment. But anyways, that's always the first step, is just to look and see what you have due this week. So I'm going to go back to the week 1 folder. And once it brings me back to the folder here, I'm going to show you how you're going to be progressing from there. Once you look at the syllabus again, it's just going to be a matter of completing the syllabus quiz. The syllabus quiz is right here near the bottom of the week 1 tab. You just click on it, it'll load up. Just note that I'm recording no-shows based on your progress there, so you need to make sure you complete it. You only have 1 attempt at it too, so please be aware of that. But if I go back up, just below there's a link to the discussion board. So I'll click on that. For whatever reason, I think there's just so many people online at the moment I'm shooting this video, it's a little slow. So anyways, there are some forums I've already created. I'll open them up as we go along. But the first 2, again, is the class introduction and syllabus. And for the first one, the introduction, I just want you to take some time to give an extended introduction of yourself to the class. Feel free to share your experience with English writing and share only what you feel comfortable sharing. Just a chance to get to know you as a student a little bit. And I've actually already posted my introduction. You can feel free to reply to that and your classmates. And for the syllabus, I just want you to, upon reviewing it, talk about what specifics caught your attention, what information on the syllabus seems particularly important, and how do you feel about the class now that you have reviewed the syllabus. So just some questions to answer there. Remember to post your reply to your classmates on that as well. For the introduction, it is appropriate too if you want to reply to me. I do post quite a bit in the discussion board, so a reply to me is of course appropriate if you want to do that. So I'm going to go back to the week 1 folder. There are a couple of videos here that you'll find in addition to the current video you're watching. There's one on how to register My Writing Lab, and then there's one on My Writing Lab Basics. I strongly encourage you to check those out because that'll help you get registered, and it'll kind of show you how the lab works. Now what I'm going to focus on, and I want to show this to you, with each week folder, this is week 1 of course, I'll always put a direct link to the My Writing Lab learning path. After you register, I really wouldn't worry about this link here. I would always go into your weekly folder and do it this way. I just think it's easier. You can go here to do it. Well, I guess I'm out of view here, but let me readjust the camera again. You couldn't see where I was pointing. You can go here, and I'd want you to go here to register. Everything needs to be registered on Blackboard. But within the actual Week 1 folder is a direct link to the writing path. So I'll click it. I'm already in and registered, of course. And what you'll find is that it's going to pull it up right directly. And there it is. There's your learning path. There are 8 modules, working from basic grammar to the craft of writing, so on and so forth. So for the first 2 weeks, you're working on basic grammar. Now, there's been some discussion about working in the labs on the discussion board. Please don't overlook the labs. It's a really important part of your grade. Your grade will suffer if you don't complete it. So this is the first module that we'll be working on basic grammar the first couple of weeks, so you'll just click it. And check out again the My Writing Lab video, but the pencil topics, the goal is to try to turn those into mastered stars. And there are 11 of them, and you need to complete all 11 of these topics for the first couple of weeks. You've got 2 weeks to work your way through. Overview animation with each one as well. Check out the video. I've made a whole video for My Writing Lab. So check those out. I think you'll find them helpful. But that's what I'm looking for Week 1 and 2 in the Writing Lab, is working on basic grammar. Okay? I think that's it, guys. If you have questions, you can always email me, and I'll try to my very best to post videos each week to walk you through the coursework. And there might even be some content videos along the way that might help with your understanding of what you're supposed to do. But if you have questions, email me, but good luck getting started on the coursework. Take care, and make another video soon.